God is the inexhaustible source of life. From eternity past, before time began, before the universe breathed, he already was. He was not born, he did not begin. He was not created. He is the eternal one, the infinite, the Alpha and the Omega. From his voice existence burst forth. From his breath life emerged. From his word the heavens and the earth were formed. When he said, "Let there be light," darkness fled, and to this day that light continues to shine. Everything that breathes depends on him. Every cell in your body, every beat of your heart, every second of your existence is a gift from that inexhaustible source. You and I are not accidents, not coincidences. We are the masterpiece of a God who gives life with purpose. But God does not only give biological life, he gives abundant life. Life that rises above despair. Life that blooms even in the desert. Life that stands firm in storms. Life that never goes out, because it is not rooted in the earthly but in the eternal. And together with life, he gives hope. A hope that does not lie, a hope that does not disappoint. It is not the fragile hope of men, not empty optimism, not a simple wish. It is a certainty anchored in the character of a faithful God. When the world says it's over, God says it's just beginning. When the grave shouts death, God declares life. When dry bones look like dust, God proclaims, "Rise up." God is the source of life because in him there is no end. Everything he touches breathes. Everything he calls responds. Everything he lifts lives. And God is the source of hope because in him there is no defeat. Everything he promises, he fulfills. Everything he speaks, he sustains. Everything he begins, he perfects. Look at the story. When Israel stood before the sea, with no way out, no escape, no hope, God opened a path through the impossible. When Ezekiel's dry bones lay scattered, lifeless, hopeless, futureless, the breath of the Spirit turned them into a mighty army. When Lazarus lay in the tomb, 4 days dead, wrapped in the smell of death, the voice of Jesus pierced the darkness and called him back to life. That same voice still speaks today. That same source still flows. That same hope is still alive. Maybe today you feel like you can't go on. Maybe your faith has grown weak. Your heart has grown weary. Your hope has faded. But let me tell you this, as long as God exists, hope lives. And God is eternal. Therefore your hope will never die. He is your breath when you cannot breathe. He is your strength when your knees shake. He is your light when the night won't end. He is your refuge when everything falls apart. And even when you don't feel him, even when you don't see him, he is still the source. The river of his life is still flowing toward you. And in the end, when all passes, when this world is consumed, when time itself comes to an end, the only thing that will remain is what was born of that source. The heavens and the earth will pass away, but the life and the hope that come from God will never be extinguished. That's why I proclaim today, God is my source of life and my source of hope. In him I live, in him I breathe, in him I trust. And as long as he is God, and he will always be God, my life will always have meaning, always have purpose, always have hope. Amen.